Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we entered the High Entia Tomb that you see before us to save Melia from danger we saw befalling her in a vision. And our efforts to do so were delayed, to say the least, because, well, Alvis put it better than I ever could have.
I think you'll find we had to take the long way because somebody pushed a certain button.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks a lot. I don't need to chew him out for it. I think even the little cheese ball's gonna be chewing him out for weeks to come, so I don't need to. Anyway, this time, we are going to be progressing further through the tomb robber floor of the High Entia Tomb to catch up to Melia, and apparently Ricky was so furious with Ryan that he induced teleportation right there. We have a heart-to-heart location right here, but we can't view it yet. So either we don't have the characters for it, or it requires some story progress that we haven't done yet. So in this area, I want to point out a few things once we get back to the center. First off, there are quite a few item orbs here. Not a whole lot, but there are all these other pathways where you can climb on the walls and get them. I did get one back there, but there's another one over this way should you want to get it. Back the way we came, there is also another one that's on the wall that I swear wasn't there before. I'm not really sure what it's doing there. And also, what is this material that we're climbing on? Like, I guess maybe like it juts outward at the top so you can grab onto it, and then, you know, like maybe like it slopes downward like on each of those, I guess, half oval shapes though, but just like, what is it? I really can't tell, but I want to bring attention to the fact that not only is it that far of a way down, and not only is it strange material, but Dunban is once again climbing on it with one arm. He deserves serious respect points for having the guts to do something like that. I mean, I sure as hell would not trust some strange material, especially not in a tomb robber section of an area. Just like, I would expect this stuff to just go inward and leave us to drop with like spikes down at the bottom of the pit or something like that. Dunban, you deserve more points than everyone else, but the entire party definitely deserves points for doing this. Of course, oh, Dunban! Well, okay, that was a thing. Back over here by the blue balls, I just want to tell you to pay attention to your destination marker. This room is very symmetrical, and you don't want to end up like me, climbing back the way I came, commentating the whole way, and complaining about how long it was taking, and then ending up back the way that we came from, yeah. But as we're climbing on to where we need to go, one thing that I haven't talked about in the detail that I wanted to yet is atmosphere. This is one of the single most atmospheric locations I've ever seen in a video game, period. Not just the look of it and just the sheer scale of it. I mean, like, it's a Xenoblade Chronicles location, it's gonna be gigantic, that goes without saying though, but just, the music is so calming. Dunban! How dare I get interrupted, but the music is just so calming. How everything fits together, the overall just sound of this place, those sound effects, those doors fading in and out, and just, you can't tell me that's not impressive before us right there. All those stone tablets, them all fitting together, and how everything in this area just all comes together to form the atmosphere that it does. It's so soothing. You could listen to this music for hours. I have listened to it for hours, if you hadn't guessed already, and just, it's absolutely amazing. But enough standing still and sharing my experiences. We got some Azul Andos right here, and I want to hunt these for their materials. It dropped an Andos antenna. We got 2 of the 3 that we need now, and yeah, just the overall atmosphere of this place is nearly unbeatable. But enough about that. We have yet another tasty sausage, which I would make fun of a little bit more, but we want to turn left here, because this area being guarded by this Andos, you can actually walk through. It's not just like a little area of light that you can't walk inside of at all, and the camera gets up really close and you can't even see what you're doing in the middle of these fights. No, it's not that at all. You can actually go through it. I don't really need to fight this Azul Andos, but I might as well do it just so that I can get, you know, get another shot at getting the last of those items that I need because I'm only 1 away. And through this area, oh boy, if you didn't know about this, you are going to be really kicking yourself for not being more of an explorer. It's not marked on the map, so it's not easy to find. But this is bar none one of my absolute favorite secrets in all of Xenoblade Chronicles. You go to this door and you find the second treasury, not a secret area, but you still do get experience for it. And you walk up here and there's a High Entia treasure. Upon walking up to it, however, the Calm Unzombie. Unzombie. It's like a zombie, but on. I guess better than an off zombie. I don't know. I'm just being really stupid here. Let's take this out. We're almost up to a chain attack already, thanks to that last fight, and let's do it. How big of a multiplier can we get built up? Let's do a backslash. Dunban, 2-hit combo. Good. Let's get the hero pawn to do bitey. Another attack. Why not go for a Monado Buster? Oh boy, this is gonna be so cool. Let's do this. Come on. Oh! 72,000 damage! Alright, go for that! And 78,843. Yes, I had to read the entire number out exactly because I'm just that dang proud of that. Got a lot of the party gauge built up as well. In hindsight, maybe I should have used some blue arts to try to get a multiplied happy going, but nah, I'm good. Oh, whoa! I had to say I was good. That had to happen, yes. Thanks, Ricky, for the timely heal. He's being very efficient. Once again, Ricky is a good dedicated healer when you actually need one. And, yeah, that was it. That chain attack made very quick. Had to talk like the battle was over. I had to get blown through the air one more time.
Nothing can beat Ricky.
Dunban, you're embarrassing Ricky.
Oh, man. If that isn't motivation to play through these battles with all kinds of different combinations, I don't know what it is, but he drops a gold treasure chest, and it contains some interesting items. You get serpent gauntlets and serpent boots. It could potentially drop some other cool stuff, though, but those are some good items. They're unique. But what about this High Entia treasure? We open it, and Summon Bolt and Ruby Glasses. This is why I was telling you not to buy that Summon Bolt art book back when we were in Alcamoth. Because, if we go into our inventory, we see that we have that Summon Bolt book. Now, that Summon copy book that I purchased looks different. Should you learn that, and yes, Melia can apparently read that from across the tomb in our inventory, you can level up an art to level 7. However, this is a much bigger looking book. It's black and not gray. This will say Advanced, allows Melia to learn further levels of this art. Melia can now master Summon Bolt up to level 10. Yes! We get the achievement, the final step for using that item. Next time we see Melia, she can potentially level up an art to level 10. She is the first character who gets to do something like this. It's nuts! It is absolutely crazy, incredibly broken, and I love it. It's just like, if that's not cool, I don't know what is. That is such a nice little secret. I didn't find it on my first playthrough, and man, when I discovered it, I was so freaking happy. As for the Ruby Glasses, that is an incredible piece of equipment. It boosts Ricky's defense by 60 points on both physical and ether. And look at that, it's unique with an ether up 60 on it. Like, that's an ether up 5 gem, yeah. First level 5 gem that I think we've even seen. I'll equip that to him because, you know, Ricky, doesn't matter if he looks a little bit silly now. This is something I haven't been able to decide. Those glasses are an excellent piece of equipment for Melia. Like, the best. Easily. Like, more so than the underwear equipment that I was saying for high agility characters. And this brings me to something. Do you guys mind if I equip glasses to the party members? Because a lot of the glasses are really, really good pieces of equipment, and there's a lot of things you can pull off of them that you can't do otherwise, because Ether up 5 at this point, are you for real? We are still crafting like level 3 gems at this point. It's just like, it is an insane buff to a really important stat for Melia particularly. And like I said, she will look different if you equip that, so I do want to know what you guys think of it. I guess he's not really the best example because he is kind of like a fun little character though, but you know what I mean. In leaving a question to you guys, I should probably answer a question that all of you are thinking right now. That was the second treasury, what about the first? That's not going to be available for a while. I just want to leave it at that. We got another Orluga Rufus right here. I don't know why, Orluga just reminds me of like Beluga. It's fun to say, it's just like Orluga, Beluga. Can't resist. That was over very quickly. And inside this tower, we have a bunch of different branching paths. Let's, you know what? I'm feeling death-defying. Let's jump it. Wow, I slipped in there really nice, and wow, what a waste of time. Because I don't have High Entia blood, I just kind of came down here for nothing. How wonderful. Back up to where we were. That was an incredible waste of... What is... Ricky, what, are you just like, oh no, the Hieropan does not want to go up there? I don't know. I will stop questioning what they are doing while climbing at this point. I think I'll just kind of sit back and enjoy the show. Like Dunban teleporting right there. That's entertaining, right? Got another Orluga Rufus to challenge us. I could just run ahead of this guy, but, you know, it is a Guardian right here. The ancient High Entia rulers did kind of put it here to test my abilities as a grave robber, even though I'm not a grave robber, so we will fight it. Like, break on it. Dunban, can you follow up with Steel Strike, please? Please, uh-oh, it's using emergency alarm. That summons other enemies to fight alongside it, so if you see it using that, you might want to try ending the battle immediately if you are capable of using an art that can do it. Then again, that kind of goes without saying, so I don't know why I'm giving that as advice. Whoa! Ricky is confused, and so am I. After defeating that enemy, we got a vision. I wasn't able to go, whoa, because it didn't surprise me in the middle of talking there. Of course, the one time that I'm not talking, it does that. So, that is needed for a secret club card. Something tells me this area isn't as exclusive as they're kind of making it seem if you need something from the High Entia Tomb of all places to get membership into a club of some sort. Then again, the Monado is taking everything out of context. Like Shulk was saying, things kind of make more sense as it gets closer to the event. So, who knows? Maybe there is some kind of club that makes sense in the context of this area. I don't know. What I do know is, I love the fact that you can platform. Back up to where we were. Remember that you can climb on walls to skip battles immediately. Enemies will just act like you don't exist as soon as you start climbing. But before going onward, I want to open up skill trees. Shulk learned a new skill just a moment ago, and I didn't forget or ignore it. I was just talking about other things. He learned a battle party art, Secret of Life. More HP is restored when reviving a party member. That'd be good for Shulk personally, obviously, because, well, not only is it his skill, though, but obviously he doesn't typically have the aggro, is what I'm trying to say. But Ricky would be good for that as well. Unfortunately, I need one more step of affinity before I can equip that. You know, Ricky with all of his happy. I guess I could give it to Charla, even though I don't typically use her all that much anymore. I haven't really been linking that many skills. A lot of my skills are shapes that I don't have on any character that I think they'd be useful on, and it just, like, I don't feel it's until a little bit later that you really can go nuts with skills. So, yeah. Anyway. We got a control device right here. We got a giant snowflake on the ceiling. Never thought I'd be able to say those words. And this should start looking familiar. This is where Melia underwent her second battle in the Trial of the Tomb. Looks like we've almost fully caught up with her now. And about arts. What kind of sucks is that we can't go into arts and level up Melia's Summon Bolt up to level 10. I know it'd be really cool if we could do that. So if you're wondering why I haven't done that, that'd be why. Either way, we've climbed out of the tomb robber floor, and we're at the ceremony hall.
Filthy Homs half-breed has no right to the throne!
Melia, half Homs.
Melia! Shulk? Alcamoth, in the tomb! Why should you care when you're about to meet your death?
Starting things off, you want to rearrange your party immediately. Like any Telethia, physical parties are definitely not recommended. I want to switch Melia in. You might want to try out those ruby glasses on her because, like I said, they are like the best piece of equipment for her right now. But I'm going to keep them on Ricky just because we haven't really made a call yet on who's going to be able to equip them. This fight can be really, really awkward. What do I mean by that? Well, we have Tyrea right over there, who is a High Entia. She counts as one of the people of Bionis, meaning that Shulk does 1 damage to her. Yet at the same time, you have a Telethia. If you want physical arts and auto attacks to work, you're going to need Monado Purge. That is a bit of a serious problem. Speaking of serious problems, I think it just dazed the... Yep, it did. Anyway. So, it just kind of comes down to, what is the lesser of two evils? Personally, I think you should focus on the Telethia first and foremost. Shulk does high damage, that's why I've included him here. Melia is, of course, good because she has Ether. Ricky, typically, I want him outfitted to be an Ether tank, if that makes any sense. Just kind of having attributes of both so that he can do damage to the Telethia easily, and so that he can be the one to tank attack. Unfortunately for me, I am attacking way too frequently right here. I better get some buffs up immediately. I'll admit it, sometimes I just can't resist spamming arts as Melia. As for the others, they have some strength up buffs, so they should be pretty good. Shulk is getting weak. Ricky, if you could heal him, that'd be great. I could cast up a regenerate, I suppose. And, okay, I think I'm good to start doing this. Alright, I don't have healing gift, unfortunately. So, thanks for that, Ricky. Okay, good. Now I can start attacking again. Ricky, focus on the Telethia, please. Do not focus on Tyrea. You know, it's kind of weird, though, but for an assassin, a lot of us seem to just really not care about what she is doing at all. Like, we're completely ignoring her in this fight. She was getting completely ignored in the scene as we were going up to this. It's I don't mean to say that it's funny, but it kind of is. I'm not gonna lie. I just noticed we're getting really close to a chain attack. If I could just get that off, I think we'd be able to beat the Telethia. I mean, I know that Melee doesn't have the best affinity yet, but still, it's just like... oh, come on! We're like 1 pixel away! Ricky, get off of the ground! I need you to be all happy, and blue, and paint my entire party gauge blue. There we go! Thank you for that! Starting this off, I think I'll just go for an Elemental Discharge. It's really basic.
Leave it to me.
Shulk, please have this hit. I don't know if it has Soul Read on right now. Good, it doesn't. And Ricky, let's go for Freezonate. Freezonate! 4,000 damage. That's pathetic. I'm sorry, but that was really bad. You saw right there the Telethia basically body slammed on top of Shulk and toppled him instantly. Out of all the things that a Telethia can do, you know, it can read your mind, it can control ether, it can do all kinds of things like that, but its apparently most deadly tactic to use against you is sitting on you. I know, it's like, you always have those enemies that, like, do attacks that make no sense, but that one's to an extreme. It's like, you're a giant, like, manta ray dragon thing, and you just body slam me. Yeah. Back on track, though. I got to an Elemental Burst. I just did Burst End to lower its defenses, and I think with the high damage of the Mind Blast, yeah, it's just about done. It, unfortunately, is immune to the Art Seal, but still, it's good damage. Let's do that. If you have any Topple Resist gems, it might be a good idea to try equipping them, but all in all, it's not really all that necessary. Let's just up our agility. We'll discharge a Summon Wind immediately, and unfortunately, I got the Aggro right here. Ricky, could you do your job, please? I really could use it right now. Funnily enough, I only just now noticed the Telethia inflicted the whole party with Lock On. It's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, do that. I didn't even want to attack Tyrea anyway. I wanted to focus on you, so I welcome you using that art. Go ahead, keep doing it. It makes me have to stop using tactics to make the party stay on you. Got another chain attack built up. Wow, this is going pretty well. With the Telethia going down, that's pretty much every detail. If you saw right there, I tried using Hypnotize, and both Tyrea and the Telethia are immune to it, so don't really bother with using that. I just kind of wanted to demonstrate that, and we are down to just Tyrea alone. Let's do a chain attack. Let's go for the Elemental Discharge. Obvious move. Shulk is going to do 1 damage no matter what I do, so I think, actually, this is going to sound really strange. I'm going to use a Healing Art, multiply it by 2,
Ricky, it's your turn.
and I'll go for the Happy. Oh, I got Ricky use arts. You get that for using 100 arts while playing as Ricky. Apparently, I shouldn't have stopped playing as him right when I did last time. If you're curious why I went for the Happy, it didn't end up working out, but I was hoping to get a 4th attack so I'd get a ×4 multiplier on the Elemental Discharge, but unfortunately, it didn't work out, so yeah, I did kind of waste that chain attack. But now that we're fighting Tyrea alone, I think you can see why this fight is just so awkward. Shulk does 1 damage to her. So if you want that Monado Purge so that you can hit it with some physical attacks and maximize your damage output, you're gonna need to bring him in and have a mind-numbingly slow fight with Tyrea. It's like, I suppose you could technically bring in other members. I guess Charla's got Thunderbolt, which can hit the Telethia, but it's not much damage, and it's just like, it makes this whole thing really weird. It's like, Tyrea's not even putting up much of a fight 3-1. I mean, it's just like, she does high damage like when she uses certain attacks, but not all of them. And to top it off, throughout this entire long, drawn-out fight that takes for freaking ever, you are treated to some of the most annoying sound effects ever. This is what people remember about this fight. Tyrea's voice put through a muffled metallic sound filter thing. In fact, I give you those effects right now.
Be gone from my sight! Your kind have no need of such power! Take my power and eliminate them!
Feels so good to have her dead after listening to that for several minutes. I give you guys the abridged version, so be thankful.
It's not over! Telethia! Kill as many of them as you can!
Keep clear! The Telethia is destroying itself!
What?
Almost bought it.
Alvis, thank you.
My pleasure, Shulk.
Why did you come?
The Monado gave me a warning that you were in danger. I'm just glad we made it.
Hey, Shulk. Whoever that was is gone.
So, they escaped.
Shulk. Everyone. I thank you. You saved me.
Ricky, Smiley, Smiley! Melly, all safe! All thanks to Hero Pawn! Oh, oh.
That's not how I remember it, Cheeseball.
And that concludes my report on events in the tomb.
So, there are forces working in the shadows.
However, this is purely circumstantial. Nothing can be proven.
Inquisitors of the Bionite Order, dedicated and devoted to the Bionis.
The Order was dissolved under the rule of the Emperor Lumion, 47th successor to the throne, due to its extreme practices.
Like puppet masters pulling the strings from the shadows. I believe their bloodline was lost to the ages.
Her Highness the First Consort is currently residing in the Tower of Investigation. The Ministry of Investigation's judgment should be imminent.
Oh, that may not be enough. I myself must shine a light on the truth.
Agreed.
Mother.
Melia.
Your Majesty.
You have returned unharmed from the tomb. The Forefathers have spoken.
But if it hadn't been for Shulk...
Callian has informed me of what happened. There is no reason to doubt your legitimacy to the throne.
Believe in yourself, Crown Princess.
Brother...
Tomorrow will be the investiture ceremony. At the appointed time, you will become my successor. Be proud.
I will.
Melia, my child. I am overjoyed at how far you have come. You are truly worthy of the throne. Continue the legacy of your High Entia and Hom's bloodline. You are the hope of Bionis.
Oh, Ricky and friends helped save Melly. Ricky very happy.
We're all relieved. But something's still bothering me.
What is it?
Why was Melia chosen as the Crown Princess? Shouldn't Callian have been the one to ascend? And her foe in the tomb clearly opposed that decision.
You have a point.
Callian is more than a worthy candidate. What reason could they have for choosing Melia? And why would Callian go along with this?
It's a mystery.
Our apologies. His Majesty the Emperor summons you.
Finally! He's gonna let us into Prison Island.
Yeah. His Majesty awaits you in the audience chamber. He asks that you join him shortly.
It's all so heartwarming. I would say I wish we could stay here forever and take it all in, but come on, we gotta get going to Prison Island. And on the way, we have an absolutely majestic view before us. Holy crap, I didn't realize how good that was. But what I was wanting to bring attention to are those ancient stone tablets that were in the High Entia Tomb, as well as the tablet that hangs above Saurian in his throne room. One thing that I wanted to set out to do while working on this was to see if that was actually a language, be it a foreign language or, you know, a fantasy language, kind of like Hylian. Well, I talked to translators of languages I thought it might be, I talked to university professors that specialize in language and writing, and ultimately, it was found to not be an actual language. However, one thing that is kind of cool is that by using a Unicode character interpreter, I was able to find that it draws inspiration from Chinese characters as well as Arabic characters, and I just thought that was kind of neat. What else I think is kind of neat is the fact that we don't actually need to go into the throne room. We can turn around here, see that there's a heart-to-heart between Ryan and Melia that we can't view, and we can see this view of not only Prison Island, but also Mechonis, as well as that sky above us. You can see how high up we are. You can see Alcamoth below us, and actually, this is the platform where Melia was accepting her role as Crown Princess earlier, so a nice little detail there. You can't really jump down there, though, unfortunately. If you do, it just kind of counts as an instant death, so that's a little bit of a shame. There's that over there, which we haven't been to already, and there's just so much to see from this area, seriously. Just come here and stare out into the distance. You will not be disappointed if you ever do. Yes? Got an Imperial Guard right here? Please forgive me for keeping you. Only Shulk may proceed beyond this point.
Shulk, forgive us for detaining you earlier. You and I are not of the same people. But this I must say. Thank you for helping Melia Antigua, my daughter. It was no small feat.
Not at all. I too must apologize for meddling in your customs. We should not have interfered.
She is a lucky girl to have met such unselfish people. In the times to come, a ruler will need support from individuals like you. I hear you seek the Mechon.
Yes. The Mechon devastated our homes, and we lost many loved ones.
Revenge is your goal?
It is.
You are honest.
I do not want to hide our true intentions. Our very existence is at stake.
Unwavering, too. Shulk, you are the master of the Monado. But there is something that must be said.
What is it?
Long before our forefathers built this empire, two titans, the Bionis and the Mechonis, fought a vicious battle. Is this known among Homs?
Yes. It is told to us as children. The two fought and died, killing many creatures in the process. Their remains became our worlds, bringing forth new life on Bionis. That's how we were made.
The Bionis shall awaken once again.
Alvis told me the same thing.
This is not just the vision of a seer. All of Macna knows. The Telethia are as old as the Bionis itself, and now they disturb the ether. That disturbance can only lead to one thing.
But why is this happening now?
This is an inscription left by our forefathers. It is written, "Descendants of Antigua, when the ether cries, the Bionis awakes. Mistake not the signs, and heed the sword's return. Trap its power, and assure eternal prosperity." All life born on Bionis affects the ether. The Mechon's assault is just the beginning. And these events were set in motion when you used the sword against them.
We used it because we...
Because you needed to. Without it, you could not survive. I cannot dispute this fact. I believe the inscription speaks of these very events with the Mechon. But if their assault continues, if more lives are lost, soon the Bionis will awake. And not only the High Entia, but all life will perish. Do you see, Shulk?
You're talking about total extinction.
Correct. Which is why the Mechon's invasion must be stopped.
Then you'll help us. Your Majesty, we need Imperial sanction to enter Prison Island. Will you permit us entry?
What will you do there?
I saw it in a vision. We will fight a faced Mechon. They must pay for what they did.
Then you will have seen him too. On Prison Island, our forefathers sealed something away, just as they did to the Monado. All records have been lost, and there is now no way to know what it was.
Is it connected to the awakening of the Bionis?
I do not know, but our forefathers must have had good reason. We must trust their decision. Shulk, allow me some time to deliberate. Above all else, I will consider the safety of Bionis. You are our Bionis brethren. We will not ignore your plight.
I understand. This is not our homeland. If you decide not to let us go, I will accept your decision.
I am sorry.
It's... okay.
One more thing.
Yes?
I ask this not as Emperor Saurian Antigua, but as a father. I do not demand that you act as Melia's protector, But I would be honored if you would be her friend. This is my humble request.
It would be my honor.
The Telethia are on the move.
Yes.
That fleshy fool will go for the Monado. What of the faces?
Repairs to metal are complete.
And Nemesis?
Nemesis is...
The Homs with the Monado. He has reached Erith Sea?
Yes.
Then there is only one place for them to go. Yet he will not dare unleash such power. No matter. Bugs must still be exterminated. It is time to test our new toy. Commence the assault on Bionis.